the heavyweight champion of the world, Marcos Phoenix Domingo. Hey, what's up, guys? How's it going? Wanted to give an update on my boxing. Very, very enlightening. And I made a video the other day that it's something that I started getting into. So, as well as other updates, personal channel having to do with men's health and fitness, boxing, I would highly recommend, first of all, just off the bat to everybody, especially somebody who wants to cut. It's a very great cutting exercise. We start by like 10 minutes jumping rope, and it's just pure cardio and hardcore training from there on, and strength training. But to get into it, I wanted to talk into what I'm learning and what I actually did today. So first of all, they break down all the essentials, which is key, because I thought I could potentially fight before. To be honest, I've gone to fights in my past, but like I knew I never knew how to fight properly, right? So simple basics as far as foot, hand, arm positioning, and the basics on how to throw a jab. Obviously, jab's like one of the key punches. I always thought I was southpaw, to be honest, because I'm like right-handed, and I'm also skateboarded this way, and snowboard. But I thought, like, if I was to have like a knife, I would like stab somebody like this, cha, right, or fencing or something. So I always thought that like my lead hand would be like pop them in the face, right? Which I think I can still do. But they're like, no, you're gonna learn orthodox style, fine, which is the jab from this hand, and then you get the straight from this hand. And they taught me how to throw a proper straight. Never knew how to do it properly. First of all, I was throwing straight with my gimp left hand, but now it's like boom from up top, like straight here, shoulder, head position. These guys are hardcore, and I got actually in the ring today. That's where the photo I showed, where there's two trainers, and one of them is a younger guy. Yeah, and he essentially just put up a shell and was like, just give it to me, essentially. Like, just go all out. I'm like, and I actually hit him a few times, like caught him, and I was like, apologize. Like, don't apologize, man. Like, just keep going. And but I was applying what they were teaching me in theory and footwork, because the other coach was watching, and throwing the jabs, throwing the combos they're teaching me. And they taught me some new ones today. And I was adding in ones that I learned on the internet. For example, I would throw like uppercut and then a hook. I don't think he was expecting it, because I caught him, and he was throwing some back in defensive techniques, obviously keeping the shot, which they're teaching, and then blocking all of that, because he was throwing body shots. He caught me today straight in the face, and I'm not wearing mouth guard or headgear, but it wasn't like it was that hard. It was just like pop. He was like pop. You right? Because he saw my guard was down. I was getting tired too at that point. So he's testing my guard. But then I had to take a step back, like stunned. Holy shit! Like, this is real deal. Like, they'll test you with. They also did a liver shot to me. He did. So again, I probably had something that's flaring my elbow or something. Just like pop me in the liver. Holy shit! Like, wow. And I was like kind of laughing after, like, holy shit, that's what it feels like. Like, I never had a proper liver shot before. Damn. That sucks, but it's good at the same time. So you get the real world experience. That's part of the sport. Obviously, you got to get hit, and they're not like beating you up, so it's not that bad of a deal. But as well, going to different combo bags, I thought was really cool. Applying the combos to this one combo bag, that's like shaped to take the different, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 type of thing. And then as well, I was hitting rhythm bags. The one that's attached by a bungee cord to the roof and floor. And I was practicing the combos rhythm-wise, and then throwing bob and weaves in between, like let it come like that type of thing. And my form was probably still shit, because I'm still beginning, but nonetheless, that was fun. And I was also hitting the rhythm back. I can only do that so many times as of now. Now, what I'm planning to go forward with the boxing, first of all, just share with you what the whole experience is like, because I love it. And the reason why is because normally I do like normal exercise, whatever normal, like normal bodybuilding, and that's great and all, but there's a lack of applied muscle use in practical means. Right? I kind of touched upon this in my last video. Like, sure, lifting a deadlift, you could, it's like, sure, you could lift like a heavy thing off the floor if you wanted to, but there's a difference between that and it's like being able to fuck somebody up, essentially. But as well, getting a hardcore workout in the process. So I'm all invested. My type of personality is somebody who, once commits to something, is like balls deep, like 100% committed to it. So my goal is 5 days a week. Work may not always permit for that. So at most, at least 3, at most 5. That's my goal. And then obviously just normal training on top of that. And bringing the training to home. I'm a massage therapist, and when we do massage, at the end of it, we have some home care. So it's not just what you are learning at the actual place itself, but what you bring to home and doing the homework. So like tonight, I'm doing the footwork, exactly focusing on what he taught me, kind of in slow motion, like, and then being able to apply that later on, because like everything else in life, it's the habits that are formed, I believe, the muscle memory. There's a lot going on in the mind that you have to figure out, well, a lot more than I realized. And when you try to mentalize everything, it's like, oh, like you'll miss something, right? But once you get the feeling of what that actually feels like to do it properly, then through repetition, that becomes second nature. And obviously that's like with every sport. And when you're learning any type of new sport, some things don't come so easy. It takes a repetition and practice to do it. And soon enough, you're doing a slap shot. Or soon enough, you're doing a kick flip, like in skateboarding, like I do. Or hacky sack maneuver, where you're like doing shit. Anything. Any type of thing that involves mind and body movement is key. And this is one of them. One that I obviously knew about that involved a lot of theory and a lot of mind aspects to it. But as I'm learning now online even more through studying YouTube and whatnot, there's a lot more that goes into it, and I'm committed to give it, like, to learn to the full extent. And I'm pretty good at learning things. I think it'll come very quickly, very easily. So that's where I'm at with this. At 40 years old, I literally started boxing at 40 years old. But I'm going hardcore into it. Who knows where this will lead? That's part of the exciting nature of jumping on a new path in life. And on this channel, I want to share just that. So my dog's just here. He wants to catch a pizza. So I'll leave it there, guys. If anybody who has experience in boxing, give your tips, what I should do more. I definitely need to get my cardio good, and definitely need to lose some excess body weight, but that is coming very soon. And anybody who wants an update on my physique status, there it is. That's a lot better than where I was at not long ago. So I'll leave it there, guys. Peace. Like always, have a great night.